And where am I? I'm down here on the river. Look, just down through there, I guess you can see it. Totally overgrown. There's a bit of current coming through there. And the other side of those rushes over there is the main part of the river. So I'm going to go down, see if I can't locate roach. Chances are, well, 50-50 I would guess. Probably no more than that. I think I'm going to get big dace. So the two target species are going to be a decent roach. No idea how big, half pound maybe. And you can see there, obviously I can't fish here. I did fish here years ago with a pair of waders going out through these rushes, but it's totally overgrown now, it's changed. So I'm going to be working my way down the river. I'm going to give it this slack because something's changed here. There's a different eddy and it almost looks better. Do you know what I mean? For roach, they're not going to like that fast water. They're going to want something a little bit slower. And I'm going to start up this end. Looks like some of the trees have been cut down up here. There's a tinge of colour in it now. I've no idea whether it's going to work for or against me. Down here you can see the colour in it. Should be good. And here you can see, look, the main current's over there. You can see that main current over there, barrelling away down here. And then it back eddies here. Now look at the bubbles there. They're actually going the other way. So any natural food is going to get circulated, I feel, back up here. Maybe I'll have to knock a couple of rushes down there just to get a rod through. But I feel that area there, above that stick, if you can see that, is where it's sort of what I call dead water. Now if I was a roach, indeed pretty much any fish, I suppose the other stronger fish are going to be out in the current, aren't they? If there's stuff like chub out there, dace going to be in a faster current. Down on the inside here, I'd say my money's going to be on roach. Down, got the match rod, got an Avon float with 3 BB on, probably 3 or 4 maggots, and then a little bit of ground bait. And some, I've got some of these. Let's just show you, I've got my rubbish. But I've had a real freezer clear out. I've got my maggots. I've got red and whites in maggots. What else have I got here? This is all bait I've had frozen there. And normally I was going to keep these for carp fishing because they can be pretty good carp fishing, especially in the winter. They're dead frozen maggots. Got worms there. And I did have, which under here, some of those pellets that size. Look, you can see that sort of size pellet, which is nice for getting the roach going. I think these are 4 mils those. So out there, it's going to circulate down there. Fingers crossed I might get something. Guys, got one on. It's not a grading, I think this one's a roach. I think this one is a roach. That's right up the top behind those rushes. Right up the top. Yeah, that's a roach. Nice looking fish. And as it should be, it's probably never even been caught before. Well, it hasn't been caught yet, has it? Let's face it. Here it comes. Net jobby, I think, just in case. Oh, what a spanker. That is a prime Avon fish, and that's what I came for. Big belly on it. Look at this fish. Hopefully you can see that with this small camera. Beautiful looker. Gold eye. Ah, fat belly. Oh, double reds. Obviously tells its own story. And there we go. A lovely looking fish, that one. I mean, why would you not want to go roach fishing in a river on a float? Now I've got to try and bait up further up there. Let's get this chappie back. No need for a keep net, we don't need that. You need to jump back out again then. Good show. Right, here we go. They can have some of these guys. Ooh. And you can have some of these guys as well. I might even see if I can get in there. So maybe they're just on that back corner. See the current coming down up here really fast, barreling through. I thought it'd be down here. They're obviously, they might be a shoalfish. They could be just up there in the corner there. So who knows? Let's get baited up and get out again. What I'm using, I'll show you before I get engrossed in fish. Well, I'm not using this, obviously. Look, why does it happen? Why does it happen to all of us, doesn't it? Tangle, tangle. Trusty Avon float there. Just 3, hopefully you can see this, 3 BB. I'm fishing about 3 feet deep. Double red maggots, pull that off. I tried 3, bumped a couple of fish off, had that grayling. So I think what I'm going to do is just try, for argument's sake, a double white. Now I like to put it on like this, roll it around, and then just roll the second one up, pull the first one up over the top of the eye of the hook. See, hopefully you can see that, guys, like that. Let's get it out there. Oh, look at it. One fish can send you to pieces, can't look at it. Look at the tangle I'm in now. Right, let's get out there and throw it just on the corner there somewhere I was. Just off the back end of that current. Just letting it hang there, hang there, hang there as long as I can. Don't mind it just sitting there, it's not a problem. You probably won't see the float. It's too windy to bring the big camera out, so I feel I just get wind noise all the time. So I'm just letting that float come around. I've got a bit of rubbish there which can be annoying if it drags on the float. Can be a bit annoying.
Come to think of what you told me. Don't know what of it was true. Now the smoke is cleared and I see, but all I see is you. Sitting there with empty paper and not pretty.
Wow, guys, look at the size of this grayling. Oh, hook's fallen out. That is a good fish, is it not? Look at it. Look at the fin. Just look at that. That is a crackerjack fish. I don't know what it weighs. Who cares what it weighs? That is as good a grayling as I could wish to catch out of this river. Lovely looking fish. Wow, I'll have to see that float go down. Let's get you back, matey. Just sliding back. And that was an intended roach swim. Bizarre, isn't it? Let's not fall in, Graeme, let's not fall in. Gone. Just going to have a look up here. Let's see if I can crunch my way through the rushes a little bit. I don't know. I think I'm going to be stuck still. Don't really think they're sort of in that back corner. I mean, there's grayling there. It's just they must be waiting for food particles to come past the edge there. And I think I just have to fish where I am at the moment. I can't get those out anyway, so they're going to be in my way. There we go. Let's get that same. I just chucked a good handful of stuff back there. It's wind. It's just annoying. I want to be to the left. I can't cast to the left because you can see here. Look, there is in the way. I really need that one out of the way so I can hold the float at the right pace. And obviously if you're fishing like this, make sure you wind coming towards you. If the current's coming this way, keep pace with it so you're not striking into any slack. You're striking straight onto the fish. See, now years ago, where that is now, that float's holding up pretty well static, would be a good place for gudgeon. Just the pace of it, gudgeon and perch, that would be my take on it. Who knows? Rivers like this, it could be almost anything from a chub to a trout to a pike. They're all going to like those slacks. Oh, I missed a bite then. I don't actually know if there's a lot of minnows here. Let's see if we can get up. I'm going to go over that way. That's really where I want to get, just there, just there. Don't fall in, Graeme, don't fall in. Now I've put a load of feed up there. It's all washing down all the time in the river. It's going to be washing down all the time. Just keep pace with it. I want to keep pace with it slowly, but not so I actually move the float, if that makes sense. I don't want to disturb the float. If I disturb the float, I might disturb the bait, and that might put the fish off right at the moment he's about to suck the bait in. Of course, if I switch the camera, there we go, we're on. Now, is it going to be a roach? Is it going to be a roach? Is that going to be a roach? So it's slightly slack. My God, if that's a Grayling, it's a big one. What the hell is that? Holy, that's not, it's not a Dace. Surely to God it's not a Dace. Surely to God that is not a Dace. It must be a Grayling. Oh my God. Oh my God, people. Oh, disgorger. That is, holy cow. That is absolutely, that one is absolutely an animal Dace. It's like a chub. Bear in mind, people. Bear in mind, I think the British record is about £1 1 ounces. Oh my God. Do you know what, people? I'm not joking. That's probably one of the biggest Dace I've ever caught. And look at that blue sky against it. I'm trying to hold him up there for you. What a cracker. Oh my God, that is... Look at that. I'm going to lay it down there. There's... Look, guys, here's a disgorger. You can judge for yourself, hopefully, the size of this fish. And it's here. The body, the belly. Just give him a bit of tonic immobility and you can actually see there in the light. That is a... I mean, that's fish of the day for me. That is probably one of the biggest Dace that I have ever caught. What a magnificent fish. I mean, look, you have to be into float fishing for roach and Dace to realise just how big this Dace is. There's a lot of float fishermen out there going, my God, I wish I caught a Dace that big. He can't be far short of a pound, honestly. Let's put him back. Man alive, if that Dace is in there like that, I wonder if there's going to be a big roach. There he goes. He spat my maggots out. He's been feeding. I'm going to get some more in. He's definitely been feeding. I saw him cough up a load of maggots. Let's get some more feed in. Guys, I've had about 10 Grayling, another 3 Dace. And this is a nice Grayling as well. Probably as big a Grayling I've caught in this river. I've got to show you this one. Assuming we get him out, of course. A little bit of back wind. They're notorious for pinging off the hook. But not this time. So hopefully I don't knock my camera off there. I can show you this fish. Wowee. It's even warm in the old late winter sunshine. He's fallen off the hook. I don't know, they're notorious for going mad, kicking around. Oh, hold still. This is a nice Grayling. Nice Grayling. If I hold still for the people on YouTube. My God, they just won't hold still, will they? Look at this one. Look at that one. I'm going to try and balance him and show you that beautiful fin. There you go. I mean, there's float fishing and there's float fishing, guys, on a river, match rod, 3 BB Avon float bodied, about 16 or 14 hook, and look at that fish. And isn't he posing beautifully for the camera? I have to say, or was. Fish hooked up, big Grayling. This was on a worm. I put a worm out, trying to think of big roach. It's even bigger Grayling. I've bumped a couple of big ones off. Let's get this net. Got the camera in the mouth, rod's buckled over, and it's a nice fish. Oh, it's going really well. Look at this Grayling. OMG. Worm. Man, that's a nice fish. And look, he's just took the worm and the hook is on the outside of the mouth. How lucky is that? Well, not too lucky for the fish, obviously. Hook's out. Let's check him out. Hold still, buddy. Let's take a look at you. Look at that. That is a beauty. Get that picture while you can, guys. Look at that. Oh man, blue sky. A jumping fish. What more could you ask for? Come on, mate, back you go. Over there is an Apache helicopter, or whatever they call them. Make a hell of a racket, as long as he doesn't open up with his 50mm machine guns. I'm going to open up with these worms. Come on, babe. I mean, there's fishing and there's fishing. There we go, guys. And worms are definitely, or appear to be getting me, a better stamp of Grayling. What a beauty. And I'm not holding his fin up. What a change to get his fin held up like that. Absolutely gorgeous in that sunshine. Well, I'm absolutely amazed I haven't got trouted yet. Been here a couple of hours. I'm going to be using these worms because there's no question, although I tried it for the roach, and the roach have been noticeable now by the absence other than that first one, half a worm dragged along the bottom is definitely getting the better fish. So, here we go again. I've gone a little bit deeper as well, but the thing is, people, you've got to, let's get this out there first, again, talk later. Cast first, talk later. Right, it's out there. Now, I've been using maggots, so obviously a very sharp strike. As soon as it goes under, you strike. But with worm, I've got half a worm on there, just pulls a millisecond longer. And if you've been fishing maggots for a while, it's pretty difficult to actually pause and then not strike. You know, you're in a routine, as it were. But with the worm, you just got to pause it, because there's always like a ½ inch or so of worm dangling from the back of the hook. And, you know, if they've got that, you're going to strike, you're going to miss it. So just give them a second or two to get hold of it. Now, for me, I'm too close in there. I want to get on those bigger fish I've been getting have been on the edge almost of the current. It's like they're waiting for food to come down. Now I'm too far out now. Trust me, as soon as I switch the camera on and try and get you a fish hook up to camera, there's the float going over the tree. I'm just barely holding it back. Hopefully you can see that over there, guys. Is it going to go under? Well, it won't go under because I've got the camera on, haven't I? Okay. Out of the swim. Let's try once more. We've got a limited amount of battery here. I've just got to get it in that honey pot, which is about there. And there's a few boils and swirls out there, which is a bit unnerving. It won't let the float settle properly. Now I could be in a good position there. If that float does go under, just going to pause because it's a worm. Bit of weed, sorry, I thought it was a fish. I wonder if they would go for a combo. Let's have a, because they like, I was using whole worms before, but I've only got about 4 left. So if I combo that with a couple of maggots on there as well, is that going to be too big for them? Is it going to mask the hook? We should have one more cast out there. Here we go. I've got to get just on that edge of that bubbles. There. Now I'm going to say about there. Thing is, when you're filming and you're talking, you're not fishing. It's just not the same. You can't concentrate the same and get the pace right, the float right, and move the float. Don't move the float, all that business. Come on, fish. A little bit too deep there. Mind you, I had put quite a bit of bait in it. It might have fed them off a little bit. Yes, yes, just that pause. Oh well, jump in whatever it is. Jump in Jehoshaphat. You see just that pause. I don't even know if there's a small grade in this time. It's a swinger, just a swinger, just a swinger. Just, there he is. Now that was on that piece of worm. Lovely looking fish. They are really traditional English fish. Guys, I'm going to go for a ka-chunking whole worm. Because when I use the whole worm here, I did actually get decent size. Well, they're all decent, let's face it. Big ones, £1.5 is getting on to 2s. Probably close to 2 pounds, I would say. I'm just going to try this one more for you. I don't want to burn the camera out. In case I do get that big roach, you never know. I'm not sure if the river is actually rising or dropping, because it's starting to boil and swirl a bit down here, which indicates maybe it's a rising river. Okay, so there's my float. I don't know if you guys can see it back there. It's just pausing in a really, really nice little spot, holding. If the float's holding there, the food's holding there, the fish should hold there. That's my theory. Stood me in good stead for a number of years on river float fishing. That looks like a honeypot spot there, if ever I saw one. Float's gone, float's gone, float's gone. Pause and miss it. That was definitely a bite, guys. Take my word for it. A little bit. I think the bigger fish are over in that faster water. I'm going to try one more cast there for you. That was a definite definite bite that. I think it's a little too fast here at the moment. Who knows? You never know where fish are going to be in a river. That's why I love it. Float is just, you can see it just going around there, dragging. That's probably the bottom there. It's probably a snag. Oh well, had to happen sometime. Guys, really, really, really monster fish. Really monster fish. Look at the bend in the rod. Let's try and get my camera lead out of the way. I'm in a mess. Second trot down with a worm just under that bush over there, and it's absolutely folded. I don't know what it is. Trying to get myself sorted out here a second. Hang on. No, I can't get the camera lead out of the way. It's just hanging. Oh, guys, it's just hanging down there. I'm hoping it's not snagged. Oh, what? What the hell is that? What the freaking hell is this fish? I've got to get downstream. Oh, he's going to do me. He's going to do me. Surely he's going to break me off. I'm just walking backwards, guys. I think I've got him out. The net is way up there. I'm in the proverbial mess. This is a monster fish. It's not a roach. It's not a dace. What the hell is it? Got to run. Oh no, I'm going to lose him. I'm sure we're going to lose him. What the hell is this fish? It's taking me down and down, and there's rapids down there. It looks like a really, really giant trout. I'm going to try and get on him fast so you can at least see. You see the float there, hopefully. He's taking me upstream. Dragging me up there. Is he fouled up or what is it? Monster rainbow. Monster rainbow. It is a monster rainbow. And I think he's wrapped up in the line. It's just fighting way too hard. Look at the float cut through the water. I've got to watch how it spin this line up. Backwind, am I on backwind? Yeah. Trouble is, I don't think backwind is fast enough, people. Wow. What an epic battle. You might see him in a minute come up. Or go down. Man, he's covering some ground. I was just thinking how lucky I haven't caught a trout. And I've got Godzilla and no net. Look, how am I going to do this? Christ, I'm walking upstream slowly. Sometimes, guys, you can walk up. I'm just going to switch off for a second, save the battery. Okay, 5 minutes in, guys. I'm walking very, very slowly. Constant, even pressure on the rod. There's the float down there. Then there's the net. If I change the angle or the degree of pressure, he's going to wake up and go. I've walked him about 20 yards. So remember that as a tip. You can see my shadow. I'm just creeping, maintaining the same pressure on there. Okay, I got the net. By no means caught. Now I want to get downstream of the fish. Oh my God, here he goes. Told you he'd wake up, but at least I've got the net near me. Good Lord, this is a big trout. This is a big trout. Oh my God, big tail on it. Big tail. Whew. I don't want him going for that rubbish over there if he makes that. I'm done. A match rod. Oh, I've got to get downstream. Got to get downstream. Try and ease him in here. Okay, now he's going to take me downstream. Get below these rushes. Outside chance. Outside chance, I'll take a scoop. Got him. Oh, that was some netting. Oh man alive. Look at this fish. Just nicked on the corner. A magnificent rainbow. There's a hook fell out. Guys, just put it here briefly. Look at this fish. It is a slab. Look at that one. That is not. Wow, a small fish. And look at the tail. Let's get it straight back in. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Look at the size of it. Look at that one. Get in, totally awesome. Oh God, the mic's in. Oh Jesus, it's mic'd white. It's Mike's mic. It's Mike's wet mic. Oh dear, that's not good. Is it going to work? Oh dear. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I really did catch a fish. Come and see. On a Tuesday and I'm climbing up a tree. I've had a flask of tea and I'm busting for a pee. Poetry as well, you can't ask more, can you? Whew. And still, no giant roach. I'll tell you what, that was an unbelievable battle, but I've got to take a break. I've got the old hand shaking. You wouldn't think that, would you? Flask of tea. No, I wasn't hand shaking because I want a flask of tea. I was shaking because of that superb rainbow. And what that is, that's like an overwintered one. Could have been in there possibly years with a tail like that. They don't stock those in there at all. Cheese. Cheese and pickle. Traditional English food. Fodder. I don't think I've caught on pickle, but I've caught on bread and I've caught on cheese. The sun's out, I'm stripping off. I'll soon be doing one of those films, Naked and Afraid. Not a pretty sight. Afraid's all right. I kept that worm on because I was after a big grayling. There's a slack at the back of the rubbish floating on the surface, and the float just held up there enough. Then it whoosh, under it went. First trout of the day, and what a fish it was. Well guys, it's one of those days where it's like spring has come early and winter's just leaving us. So, fingers crossed, I can keep fishing because it would be all too easy just to sit here in the English sunshine, revelling in the fact there's a light southwesterly breeze which is sort of telling me it's nearly going to be porbeagle shark time. But it's a beautiful stretch of river. I think I've called it just right on the fact it might be coloured up and dropping. I thought it might be rising, but I think it might be dropping. That's what sends fish nuts. So I'm going to get back over there. Nice, let's put this rod down here. I'm going to get back over there. You can see, look, I'm fishing here. There is the rubbish over there. Point down my arm, you can see it. And that giant salmon-like rainbow was just at the back of the tail end. It's a classic spot. I'm figuring that there might have been roach in there, so I threw over in there. The ground bait and maggots have been trickling under there. A bit like chub, but I don't think there's any chub this far up in the river. So over the slack is where I'm going to go again, but this time I'm going to put some more bait in there. Doesn't hurt actually to go right over. Well, actually that one was up the bank. I don't know if I'm going to get there. Badges, I would think. That's where I need it. Trickling out through the rubbish. So if there's any roach over the back there, that's where they should be. I've got plenty of maggots left. Man, I must have had 50 grayling, 40 anyway. Now I've got to watch the wind with the maggots. Oh, perfect. I've got the wind behind me. It's very easy to over catapult it here. So basically you're wondering why I'm actually doing it and going into the snags. That's because by the time they sink through the bottom and trickle along with the current down there, hopefully there's going to be some fish showing. I've got some old rubbish ground bait here too. It's coming out of the freezer. That might as well go in. Not about to go and buy new. Get out there. Well, that's enough. Now, do we go for the worm again? I feel we should do. Yep, let's try that. Mr. Roach, if you get a big roach, will sometimes take a liking to worm, and then probably I'm going to move down the river, and then I'll probably try bread flake. Bread flake is good for, very good for roach. Right, let's see what we can do here for you ladies. Let's untangle that tip. Oh, here we go. Rod ring's broken out. Is that going to hold him for today? Fingers crossed it does. Now, I don't want to go up the tree there. I want to go just over the back. Oh, what a cast, man. Needs a medal. Now, what we're going to try and do is hold it just on the outside, or rather the inside from where we are, that sort of crease over there. I just want it bumping along the bottom. Roach are very unlikely to be in that fast. They're more likely to be right over the back there. So anywhere down from there down, there's a bump. It could have been a Grayling bump, who knows. So again, I'm fishing with a worm, so I want to pause before I do strike, should it go under. Now I think I'm coming out of roach territory there and going down into blank territory. Going down into the Grayling area. Let's try another one. Try and hold it over there. That's really where I want to be, about there. Trouble is like this, if I hold my rod up high, which you can see I'm holding it up high, the wind catches the line and blows the line. I don't want to go, oh that's better. I'm a little bit over depth. Don't think that matters because I can just look, you draw the rod and just ease it into the current. I guess you guys with this wide angle lens, you know where you're going to see the float over there, but trust me, it is there. Just give it a bump. I might try one a bit shallower. Hello? No, that's bottom. Let's go a little bit shallower on that. I don't really like fishing for roach actually dragging the bottom because they're not really bottom feeders, are they? Let's try that one. Let's come back on the edge. Oh, a bit too close, but still I'll have to run with it now. Now, see the float's going through much faster. I think I was a tad too slow there before. Okay, nothing else down there, guys. So what I've done is I've come right back up here. That's where I was fishing over there before. On the inside of this bend is a good spot. It's like slowed over there, speeds up. I'll just hold the camera there for you. Let me get it straight. Speeds up, but there's a nice big long straight stretch there, you can see. Now I can let the float go down at a constant speed. That's what we call long trotting. So I can be a long way down. I can feed in one line and follow my float down all the way through there for up to about 20 yards, or as long as I can see the float for. So we'll give it a run down there and see how we get on there. Well, here's something different, guys. This one's a swinger. This one is another small trout. Oh, now here's a different one. This is a wild brown trout. The other one was a rainbow trout. And that one there, let's get that up. You can see it properly in the sunlight. Beautiful little wild brown trout. Let's get it straight back. Just hooked right in the corner there. They are greedy trout, no question. They're unbelievably greedy fish. Now, that is a piece of pristine English heritage fishing, a wild trout bred here. Beautiful. Against that blue sky, man alive. That's got to be almost fish of the day as far as quality goes. Lovely. I feel a fish coming, guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go through with maggots. Try some white maggots. What a day I picked. And do you know what? The forecasters didn't get it right. They did say drizzle and rain. How wrong do they get it? About 90% of the time, I think. They don't know more than about 2 days in advance, I reckon. But that will do me. Floats out. Man, look at that sky. Beautiful. I won't see the bite, Graeme. Concentrate. And it's just a nice pace going down through here. You probably won't see the float because, as I say, it's a wide angle lens, so everything looks farther away than it is. And anywhere from there down is a good taking area. Missed him. So I've just thrown up there in that slack, put it a bit deeper. Because obviously the current curls around here on the inside of that slack there could be a roach or dace. Perfect little run through. Don't have to disturb the float at all. In fact, nothing is disturbing the float. Not even a bite. There we go. There we go, people. There we go. Extra bit of depth. White maggots. What is this? He's digging away down here. Oh, look at this. That's a netter. If you remember, I did say about a Dace white maggots. Look at this Dace. OMG. Hopefully you're going to see this one. It's like that other one. Not quite as big as that first one I caught. That was absolutely an animal Dace. This one, guys, hold him carefully, carefully, carefully. He's not far off. Let's just see, make sure I've got that set up right for you. Look at that fish. That is one fat Dace. All a quiver. A bit like me really, catching a fish that size. Look at it in my hands. If I show you it flat, that'll give you an idea of how long that fish is. That is absolutely a beaut. Let's get him back. I called that one right. Put the depths down, a little bit deeper. White maggots, job done. Fish whisper strikes again. Well, finally guys, finally after 50 I would think, or 60, Grayling, Dace, occasional trout, I've got another roach. I came back to the swim. Let's just hope he doesn't fall off. Not a monster, but listen, it's a really, really nice fish. That is what I came for. That is what I was after. That's what I'm looking for, is get that camera straight for you guys. Hopefully you can see this okay. Avon roach, look at that. Blue sky. Absolutely immaculate condition. It took me a lot of grayling to catch it, but it shows you they're in there. And listen, they grow to a lot bigger than this as well. That's what I'm here for. This is a nice stamp of fish. That there, with the river Avon in the background, has got to be pretty well, let's say, as good as it gets, guys. For float fishermen, let's slide him back. Oh, my knees are gone. Look at that, beautiful. Working his way through those rushes, back out, like a little silver ghost. And he's just laying there. If I had the underwater camera, that'd look really cool. So, getting to the end of the afternoon, I've had a blinding session, man alive. I can't tell you what weight I must have had. Catch them all individually, put them all back. Spanking Dace. I think fish of the day was that giant Dace. And the fight of the day was that monster wild rainbow trout. Pleased to catch a roach. I don't think I'm going to get a giant sort of 2-pounder. But it just goes to show you target species achieved. Dace, roach, and then the bonus odd trout there. Oh, my knees are gone. Help, help. God. Guys, don't get old, it's shocking. But the thing is, I'm still fishing.
Sitting there with empty paper and a pretty fake smile. You seem a lot more safer once I came.
Well guys, I think the memory card must be almost full on that camera. Just starting to haze over. It's been a fabulous day of weather. An absolutely unreal day of back-end winter fishing. I'm exhausted. I wouldn't like to say I think I've had conservatively 60 grayling. I can't film them all. Big Dace, roach. But I'm just going to finish off. I've got to work my way back down to the car. I'm going to finish off here, a couple of casts, and then I'm going to go down, and it might be a slack on the way down. Let's get this kiddie out there, because you never know. Where I might just have a chance of using bread for the roach. And it's later, you know, late afternoon, and sometimes bread is very, very good then. So here we go. Last but one. I was going to make this a last cast, but I can't, can I? Because there's always one after the last cast. There's the last cast, and then there's another one after that. Several sometimes. If you ever bite Oh, I've had 2 bites. See, it doesn't count. It doesn't. This one counts. I'm up the thistles. That really is game over. Fish on here, guys. Fish on here. Let's get this around. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to get this one out, guys. I've come right the way down the river, hooked up to a trout. My God, it is a big trout. Get him out really quickly and get him back. He's just literally nicked right on the top of the lip. Should be getting tired. No, he doesn't want the net yet. There he is. Just a real quick one, people. Beautiful brown trout this time. I'm going to get him straight back. Great fish.
You have nothing to say.